Okay, so this is good to kind of show how the adjustment of the nozzle works. From the factory, the nozzle does sometimes come a little too tight, which makes the spray go a little bit too far off the edge. If you want to adjust that and kind of face it more down on the grass, the way we do that is this little screw here. So we have a fairly small flathead screwdriver here that we can use to adjust. But before I go ahead and do that, I'm going to show you what we're adjusting. So if I pull this nozzle up, and I can adjust, or I can actually take this off, you'll see that there is a screw built into it, and on the other end of it is a flathead slot of that same screw. So what that means is we're going to end up turning it the opposite direction than what we're used to. So you'll see it's loose. After I screw the bottom down, there is a gap here. So that gap is what we want to create. From the factory, sometimes you'll notice it looks like this. No gap, which comes out pretty fast. So what we're going to do is we're going to loosen it by actually turning it to the right. And you'll see the gap starts to come. And in some cases, you'll need to actually hold the top of it so that the screw is turning while you're holding this top part. So you're going to want to make it pretty loose. So a nice big gap like that will ensure that the water does not spray out. And we have learned that when it does come out, you'll want to actually spin it once with your fingers to the right. It seems to have a change in water flow. If you turn it to the left, it somehow changes the flow of water and makes it sometimes go out. So once it's up, go ahead and turn it once to the right and you should be good. So let's go ahead and turn on the water. We'll see how that looks. So this is where the water is perfectly on an angle. Both are inside the porch potty. And again, remember, what you're really trying to do is just soak the grass. Not every square inch needs the water. You're just trying to flush it and dilute the urine. So if you did want to adjust the spray, you could, but it's not necessary. By just turning it to the left, you'll notice it gets a little farther out, a little bit more, goes even farther.